everyone, and welcome to FranTastic InSights, the show where we provide insights from some of the coolest people in franchising. My name is Alesia Visconti. I am the president and CEO of FranServe and Franchise Dictionary magazine. Now, FranServe is the largest franchise consulting organization in the world, and our mission is quite simple. We help people change their lives through franchise ownership. And we do that through a network of incredible franchise consultants who work with their candidates and help them to locate and secure franchise opportunities that are best for them. And today we're fortunate to have Lance Graulich, certified franchise consultant and CEO of Ion Franchising. Lance, welcome to FranTastic InSights.
Thank you for having me, Alesia. It's my pleasure to be here with you.
Oh, I'm so grateful that you're with us. Now, I will say that when I say sometimes about a franchise consultant, I get people who look at me and say, what the heck is a franchise consultant? So, obviously not everybody knows what a franchise consultant is or does and how they help their candidates. So can you explain a little bit about what you do and how Ion Franchising helps the candidate?
Well, in short, I find people their perfect franchise. Now, as far as what a consultant is, a franchise consultant, a consultant is simply an expert in their field. And I also consider myself a strategist, where there's a planning piece to this. Some people need a little more help and strategy to their future life, so to speak, in joining the ranks of entrepreneurs. And a franchise consultant like myself is a free service, believe it or not. And most people I speak with have no idea this even exists. And in most cases, I'm going to find somebody a franchise they didn't even know that existed. You can't do enough Google searches to find anything and everything that you might be looking for.
And I find that so true, because when people start looking at, exploring franchise ownership, they're usually very excited and they want to explore things, and then very quickly they become overwhelmed, right? Because there's just so many choices and so many options. And unfortunately, I know when I was a franchise consultant, when I first started, I would hear that over and over again. I'd start and then I'd stop, they would say, because there were so many choices. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to get a good resource. So how do you help your candidates in terms of that and other obstacles that they have, like funding? Do you have sources for that you can help someone find funding sources?
Absolutely. I consider myself and my team a one-stop shop for franchising. Everything from, do you need an attorney? Do you need a franchise attorney to review documents? What is site selection? I am literally a one-stop shop, whether it be funding or additional resources. I am your single resource required to get you into a franchise. Now, for me, the fact that I've owned franchises before and I've been in the top 5% of franchisees in multiple brands over the years, I know exactly what it takes and how to show people, what fits them. And I could tell you stories for days.
Well, and speaking of that, so that's great. So you have a background in the franchising world. Can you talk a little bit about how you became a franchise consultant and, how you feel about that, what that does for you on a daily basis?
Yeah, well, a long time ago, as I'm in my 50s now, I thought I was going to work on Wall Street for my father and his company. And I said, at that stage of my life, I don't want to be in an office. And I had an opportunity to move from New York to the West Coast. And I was part of a large TGI Fridays franchise that a relative owned. And I kind of got the bug for franchising, so to speak, in those days. I saw the support you get from a franchise system, what a detailed operations manual looks like. I was part of our franchise team, got to go to Dallas every once in a while, every quarter, to hear about new menu items and what have you. So I really loved the franchise world. And again, I became a franchisee of my own. I had quite a few partners over the years in these big endeavors, being a multi-unit, multi-state franchisee. But the real answer to your question is that I love helping people. And over the years, I noticed that there just wasn't a lot of help and support. I guess you could say the right help and support, people with the right intentions out there, just out of the goodness of their heart, and of course I make a nice commission, success fee, if you will, when I place people. And I love it. I love changing people's lives. And I don't feel that I got the support when I was looking. Maybe I was looking in the wrong places. So now I have an opportunity to shore that up and make sure I'm helping people.
That is awesome. And it kind of brings it to one of my favorite hashtags on social media that I use all the time, and it's hashtag changing lives. Can you share a story about one of your candidates, and how you helped them through the process of being a franchise owner, and the role that you played in that process?
Yes. Well, I have a wonderful assessment that's on my website that is assists with that compatibility index, if you will, and people's mindsets and risk tolerance and what have you. But there's an awful lot of questions that I go through. Not only the investment level, your intended lifestyle. Are you going to be active in this business? Are you going to be an owner operator? Are you going to be a semi-absentee owner? Do you mind working nights and weekends? What exactly are you looking for, and what are you looking to get away from, if you will? Who's going to be active in this business besides yourself? Is it going to be a partner, family members, et cetera? What's everybody's skill set? So let me tell you that recent story that just jumps out at me. And there are some fun stories. A recent story, 28-year executive, corporate executive, well-known, phenomenal company. He had one job out of college. He comes to me through a referral, and he tells me emphatically, I don't want any brick and mortar. I want a low-cost investment. I prefer to work out of my house if I can. And here's my investment level, which was, a lower investment level. He had enough money, but wanted to keep it safe. But interestingly, he was willing to explore some of the emerging brands, smaller brands. He was interested in that. If I could, he'll trust me, and I'll present all brands that I think fit. And we went through about 8 brands, about 2 rounds, and finally he fell in love with one particular brand, one model, and he became a franchisee. So I get a call. So it sounds like a normal story, right? We changed a life. He's his own boss for the first time in his life. He's his own boss, controlling his destiny. So I get a call from the brand, and the franchisor, the CEO of the company, says to me, Lance, we absolutely love the candidates you sent us, and we really love this candidate that you sent us. So as we, the executive team, are getting older, we've done many other ventures. This is a newer baby for us. We love this brand. We don't want to leave it. However, your candidate has the exact background. We're going to offer him an ownership position in the company, and we would like him to be the CEO of the brand. That's how much we like him. So I said, we want your permission to be able to bring that to his attention, and present that to him. I said, absolutely. I think he would love that. Although he was looking for something that was less involved when he came to me, but opportunity presents itself. So the long story short is that Stephen is his name. Stephen called me and says, can you believe this? What do you think? This is like too good to be true. I said, no, they love you. You've earned this. They love your background. And he's the CEO of the brand now. He's an owner of the brand, and he just can't believe it. And by the way, there are announcements to come on this brand in a couple of weeks. A major celebrity is joining the brand as well as a franchisee. So you talk about traction, but hashtag changing lives.
Big time on that one for sure. And I tell you something, it's just amazing when you hear the opportunities that open up with franchising, whether it's for the individual, it's for them and their lives. And before I came into franchising, my prior background was as a career coach and a life coach. And one of the reasons why franchise consulting appealed to me is because of stories just like what you just said, Lance. It really does open up doors to people, and especially coming from corporate America, who want to be, the entrepreneur who's not sure what path to go down. And franchising just is such a perfect fit. And then having the franchise consultant help to, make that exploratory path, because let's face it, Steve probably wouldn't have looked at this brand. So, you got to feel really good.
People.
Yep. You got to feel really good about your role in that path. So I look forward to hearing more about that. That one sounds very exciting. So
you'll hear it.
I'm sure I will. I'm sure I will. So thank you so much. I know you're busy and you've been really terrific. Now, you know, if we wanted to reach out to you, if the audience, if someone wanted to say, hey, I want to work with Lance and I want to learn about franchise opportunities for me, what's the best way for someone to get in contact with you?
Ion Franchising, ION franchising.com. And I'm on social media just like that as well. So look forward to connecting. And again, my services are free. Happy to have a conversation with you or multiple.
Awesome. And you know what, you know, people in the audience, if you're interested, please work with Lance, reach out to him. If you're interested in learning about FranServe, becoming a franchise consultant just like Lance, you can reach out to us at our website, franserve.com, or email us at connect@franserve.com. And we'll have links either, you know, above this, post or below it in the comments for you to contact Lance, to contact us. So don't worry, we'll have all of that posted. And Lance, I want to thank you again for your FranTastic insights. Do you have any last thoughts before we wrap up today?
You know, a lot of famous people like Tony Robbins have once said that franchising is all about modeling success. And that's what we do. And take a chance, make a phone call, change your life. That's what we can help with. We can help you.
Wonderful thought. And as they say in franchising, work for yourself, but not by yourself.
Absolutely.
Thanks again, Lance. Have a FranTastic day.
Thank you, Alesia.